Holy crap. Hello? Has my mic been off this whole time? This is embarrassing. Embarrassed. That's how they say it in Bermuda. Or used to say it. I don't know if they still say it. But my mic has been off this. I need to. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not learning. Why do I keep on doing that? Why is my mic? Huh. You know what it is? It's this little thing. If this little thing wasn't, there's a little screen that's popping out. Like, I mean, you can't see it, but it's right here. But anyway, I guess I have to start from the beginning. All right, that's probably why people are like coming in and signing off. I was like, there's people coming in, they're signing off, and it's like, oh, there's no sound, and I should probably have the chat up. So if somebody wanted to message me, they could do that. Okay, from the top, I guess this is take two. Welcome again to another episode of My Thoughts Live. I am Joel Peckrave, and I had the crazy idea, speak properly, of sharing my thoughts with the internet. What could possibly go wrong? And so today, on Tuesdays, I dub Tabernacle Tuesdays, where we talk about church and religion. And we cover a whole plethora of topics. On Sunday, we talk about social issue Sundays. Monday is Money Matters Monday, where we talk about the economy. On Wednesday is Wildcard Wednesday, where we talk about, whatever. Thursdays is this or that Thursday, where we compare two competing ideologies. And Friday, certainly, but not least, is Family Matters Friday. Because how can we not talk about family? Well, that we and so again, for those of you who are coming in or through the silence, um, today's topic is different path, same mountain. Different paths, same mountain. So where does that saying come from, or what does that saying mean? Different paths, same mountains generally means that it's the idea or the idea that all religions are kind of pursuing the same thing, but they're just taking different paths to find God or find meaning or whatever religion is supposed to be finding. But they're all approaching it from different angles. That's the idea of different paths, same mountain. So what are my thoughts, or what's my stance on that? And that will be, and it comes no surprise to most people that know me, is that I don't subscribe to different paths, same mountains. I think it's different paths, different mountains. And we'll kind of find out why later on in the video. So one of the first things I just want to mention is where kind of this ideology comes from. Different paths, same mountains. I think a lot of this comes from what I refer to as kumbayaism, the need to have everyone be at peace. And peace is good as well, but sometimes we put peace above all else, peace above reason sometimes. Also, I think a little bit of relativism is at play here, where it's not my truth or your truth, it's my truth, your truth. There's no absolute truth. This idea of, we don't want to take stances that are divisive. We want to take stances that unite us. And I think that's where a lot of this ideology comes from. So first thing I just want to say is, or mention, is just the lifestyles. When you survey the lifestyles of a Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Judo, uh, somebody practices Judaism, um, the lifestyles are different. Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I accidentally hit a button over there. I'm not. I'm. This stream is not gonna get very well received. But anyway, um, so um what was I saying? Yeah, the lifestyle are different, and you may hit back with that. Well, the saying is different paths, so obviously the life, but these different lifestyles will eventually lead us to the same end goal or in conclusion. And to that, I would say maybe you might be right in a degree that there are different paths for that. But for that to occur, like if we were using the analogy of a pathway, like there's a path here, the path here, and they all kind of like meet up in the middle, there has to be some sort of convergence for this to happen. So it begs the question: is there any convergence between the religion? Is there anything that is that signifies that the religions are getting closer and closer to there the deeper you go down each rabbit hole of the various religions, right? And to that I would say not only is that not true, but it's the opposite is true, because a lot of times you hear comments like these different paths same mountains. Most times it's from people who have a very superficial understanding of each religion. So they have like for example, the first time I heard it was in my world religions class, where we were, going of a base overview of different religions. And a lot of the consensus of the people, or the students in the class, was that, oh, all religions are kind of similar. They're all not that different. But that's because the perspective of what you're looking at. It's kind of like being up in the plane. Things kind of like blend together, depending on how high you're up. It's hard to distinguish a tree from the grass from bush. It all just looks like green. Or a better analogy would be in space, right? All you see is like blue and green, and maybe white for the snow caps or whatever. But it's hard to distinguish, like, oh, there's a person there, there's a car there, because like the level you're at such a high level, looking up from above down below, everything looks similar. But as you get closer and closer down in the earth to the earth, you start to distinguish more things. You start to see, oh, this is plains, this is grass, this is a desert. As you get closer and closer, you could see, oh, that's a tree, that's a bush, that's a person, that's a car. And as you get closer, oh, that's the concrete, that's a rock, that's a bird. You start to see more differences from your viewpoint. So in a similar fashion, I think when you have a very superficial understanding of world religions, I think it's almost inevitable that you'll come to the conclusion that, oh, different paths, same mountains. Because but as you explore each religion, as you like deep dive deeper in each religion, I am of the opinion that the paths widen. Now there are some people who are religious experts, or who study different world religions, who identify as non-religious, and I think there would be the only caveat to this, because some of them say similar things. But I would say to them that they're you kind of have to take what they say with a grain of salt, because it's different. Like when you study something with, like for example, when you're studying like Christianity or Islam or whatever, but you don't believe in Jesus, you don't believe in Allah, I think there's certain things that you miss and dismiss, because of that belief system. So um, they're looking at more from like a scientific point of view, more of a, and so they miss a lot of the cultural and spiritual essence of each religion, because they dismiss a lot of that stuff. They kind of boil stuff down to just behavioral patterns and groupthink and tribalism, and more scientific. They strip away the spiritualism from each religion, and they're just looking at like behavior, and religion is more than just a behavior or a group or a cultural norms. It's more than that. So I think in my opinion, I think that it's not the same thing as someone who's actually deep into Christianity. Like if you talk to somebody who's deep into Christianity and deep into Islam, I don't think they're coming to the same agreements that, oh yeah, we're heading to the same mountain, right? um so another thing I just wanted to mention is that, I want to talk about like they offer different things. Like it's not even that's and I think that's probably one of the one of the main reasons is that they offer different things. So let me briefly explain what is an offer. All right. So for those of you who don't know, I have a company called Paragon Digital. That we focus on web design and digital marketing. So if you need web design and digital marketing, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Shameless plug, but one of either creating a marketing plan or a website is that we focus heavily on the offer, like what you have to offer, right? And when we say offer, what we're talking about is that it's not that we not it's not just about what you're selling. It's more has to do with what you're selling, why is it important, and why should somebody care? Why can't I just go somewhere else and get something an alternative? Like what do you have to offer? It's kind of like the saying that that's been popularized nowadays in like dating discussions, like what do you bring to the table? That's what the offer is, right? So let me give you an example. Let's say I wanted to create a new smartphone company, right? um I'm what I have to offer is not a smartphone. Obviously, if that's all I have to offer, then nobody's going to buy my smartphone. But let's say I wanted to say, hey, my phone is 10 times faster, takes better pictures than the iPhone or any iPhone or Android. So my offering is giving you the same smartphone experience that you can have from, smartphones, but you get to take the most amazing pictures on my phone. That's what I'm offering you. A smartphone with the best capabilities. Now let's say I same product, different company, a smartphone company, but instead of pitching it as, "Hey, my smartphone takes the best pictures," I'm marketing it as, "I have a smartphone that you don't have to charge. You only have to charge once a week." Right? Same product, but the offering is different. What I'm offering you, or what I'm appealing to, or what I'm bringing to the table is a smartphone that has a long battery life. Whereas the first company is a smartphone that has the most amazing pictures. Same products, similar products, they're appealing to the same market, but they're offering two different things. One's offering you a cell phone that you barely have to charge, and the other one's offering a cell phone that has amazing pictures. So in a similar fashion, the different religions, they answer the same type of questions. They answer questions about God, they answer questions about the afterlife, they answer questions about eternity, about evil. They all have different answers to these questions, but what they have to offer you is that, like what Christianity has to offer, it's different from what Buddhism or Hinduism has to offer. It's different from what Judaism has to offer. It's different, right? They're not offering you the same thing, right? In Christianity, I'm gonna speak more for Christianity because I'm a Christian, but in Christianity, it's offering, salvation, freedom from sin, God, eternal life. Where a lot of, I don't know, remember is Buddhism or Hinduism, it's offering you reincarnation. Like you get to try again. You have this sort of karma system that if you have enough points, or if that's they're offering two different things. So to say that it's different past same mountains, it doesn't look like it. It looks like looks like different mountains to me. So and the last thing I want to touch on, because I won't be long today, is that the destination is ultimate because they're offering you different things. The destination is ultimately different, right? And especially like a lot of the promises that are made it by different religions. For example, like eternal life is different from waking up to eternal life with 10 virgins. Like I think that's something Islam teaches, that you, like, if you sacrifice yourself in like jihad or whatever, you get 10 virgins. It's different from being reincarnated as a squirrel, right? Like these are different destinations. These are not like the ultimate goal, the end game of all religions are fundamentally different. Like a lot of the Eastern religions are, from both all earthly desires, right? Where the end goal of Christian is the end to sin. One religion, sin, good and evil always persist, right? will always be there. The other religion, the end goal is like, no, 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 no. Sin is going to be taken care of and it will never come back again. So, like, the ultimate destination where you end up or where you like eventually land is completely different, right? And so, yeah, that's kind of all I had to say this on this point. I'm sorry for the first part where my mic was off, but I would love to have your see what you think. Are the religions the same? Are they all different? One last thing I also just wanted to mention was that, like, even if you take one of the two most closely related religions, like Judaism and Christianity, they're literally like a schism of each other, right? Where we share like large portions of sacred texts, like the Torah and the Old Testament, are vastly similar, right? And so, even among those two religions, who share the same fundamentally creation story and the Old Testament stories in the Torah, have vastly, one is looking for a Messiah to return that's been here already, or the other one is looking for a Messiah that's never been here. Like, and even because I've been to like a Jewish synagogue. Like, again, I'm not an expert on any other religion other than my own, and even that I wouldn't claim myself to be an expert in. um but what I notice of a lot in Judaism is that there's more of a like a earthly there's more like an earthly Messiah that they're looking for, like a Messiah that's more gonna come and probably go through the political system and liberate everybody and bring about this time of peace. More of a where in Christianity is more of a, like, there's more emphasis on spiritual warfare and the battle, like the revelation and the battle of Armageddon. So there, even those two religions that are like very very close to each other in terms of history, vastly different. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just let me know in the description what you guys think. Is it different past same mountain or different past different mountains? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I will see you again. So I think the next time I'm streaming is not tomorrow, but on Thursday for this that Thursday. So please subscribe so you get notification for that. But until next time, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the